everyone. This is Kaz Beelan. This is Casual Conversations is the program. And it's where we have nice casual conversations with people important to our world. Today, we have a very amazing artist with us. And his name is Wayne Freitag. Hi, Wayne. How are you?
Hi. Who's the amazing artist, though?
The guy with this wonderful looking jacket there. I thought I had a good one, but you got a better one than me.
It's the type of thing you see it in the window and you just have to have it, you know.
I know. I see those sometimes. I'm like, yeah, maybe not. But, you know, for the right person, it's perfect. You know, I've seen some postings of you in art shows, and I think it fits in perfectly.
I just like doing that. I mean, I love painting, but I also love, you know, showing or going to shows. And even if it's not my show, going to a friend's art show.
Yeah.
And, I just, you know, like to dress up and have a lot of fun.
Well, you have to have a look, you know, just style.
Yeah.
It's like a walking painting, you know. So how did you get into painting? Because I know you've done like art at regular advertising, newspaper ads, billboards, but how did you get into painting?
I always drew and painted throughout my whole life, from early on, and actually was really more into the painting and so forth than I was in the advertising. Right. However, when you get out of art school, there is very little standard Friday paycheck for an artist.
Right.
Whereas a graphic designer, you can get into an agency and you can get a paycheck every Friday.
Yeah.
And which is kind of neat because you're still doing art, you know, maybe not to the fine art degree, but you're still doing it and it's fun and it's creative and you can still do your painting on the side. You know, especially when I got married and I started having kids and a mortgage and stuff like that, it was very important to have that paycheck.
Yes, some extra cash there too, if you can. So I see behind you is some really cool art. Tell me about the two pieces behind you there.
I'm going to be showing at the Hopewell Valley Winery in May. I forget, May 15th, I think. So I've shown there before, and the pieces that I have sold there are the more landscape. I do mostly what I like to call action painting, and it can be either a landscape, which you can still do it very quickly, put the paint on with your fingers sometimes. Draw, you know, redraw it, go over it. You know, you wait for it to dry. You go back in a couple days and you do some more work. Or it can be more expressive. But when I show at the winery, it tends to be a little bit more landscapes and so forth like that. So I'll even do some paintings of wineries and vineyards and things like that. And this is the canal walk here, right in New Hope, sort of one of my adopted towns here, the Delaware River towns, New Hope, Frenchtown, Lambertville, Easton, all the way down.
I've been there. I love going through there and discovering art and other pieces.
It's a great place. I don't know if it's the river itself or whatever, but there's something about that valley that has just created this great group of friends that I have, artists, writers, you know, theater people, the whole, it's great. It's just fantastic.
So FreitagArts.com is the website, correct?
That's my website. Yeah. I share it with my wife now, who actually creates her own jewelry. She got into that during COVID, and she used to paint along with me all the time. So she just decided to channel the creativity toward making jewelry. And now she sells every weekend at a different place, and she's doing really well selling jewelry.
Well, we should have her on next time, and she can show off some of the cool stuff she creates.
She's always making it too. I don't know. It's probably this stuff. It's all over the place here.
So let's review some of the artwork. Here's a piece that you sent me. Describe this. What it's all about.
This is the structure of chaos. This is actually what I was speaking to earlier. Some of the more expressive pieces. I really like doing things like this every now and then. After I do like maybe 4 or 5 landscapes, I'll do like 2 or 3 of these and then go back again. This one here was something very loose and splattered and just spilled all on the background. And then when that dried, I went and I saw in here some shapes and things like that I started to pull out of it. Some triangles and squares and colored them different.
Well, I like the large pieces in there because I think it really you know, it looks good from close up and it looks good from far away. You don't have to see it and figure it out.
That was in a gallery in Lambertville, and everyone was like, "Wow, that's really striking." They had never seen anything quite like it exactly, and they really liked it. But then they were like, "Gee, I don't know. Like, can this go in my home?" And it is big. It's about 4 feet big, so they do have to have the wall for it as well. You know.
Yeah. So let's check this one out.
This is Where Does That Path Go? This was like a creative burst. I did this last summer, 2 summers ago, and on a really hot day, painting outside. It was the forest there. I put the path in. There was no path there. It was just a straight forest. Okay. But I paint flat down on the ground because my paint is really loose. It's like latex enamels. And as I was painting and just going along like that, it was one of the bursts that just came out.
Wow. There you go.
This is a winery here. This is the Old York Cellars on Route 202. I was there painting, and I was channeling the spirit of Van Gogh there in the sky.
I noticed that.
Yeah. I love like Monet, Van Gogh, Cezanne, all the impressionists. And then I also love the expressionists of the 50s, like Pollock and de Kooning and those people. So I kind of like meld the two of those together subconsciously in my head, and that's kind of what comes out my hand.
Yeah. Here's a nice one of an animal. I love this one. Almost like 3D.
Yeah, that's the winter fox. I saw there was a fox in the backyard, just sort of walking around amongst the heavy green and the white of the snow, and then this big bright orange, you know. And I was like, wow, that was just the image that stuck in my head, and it's like I gotta paint this.
Well, this one's kind of like a slice of life, looks like to me. You know,
yeah, that is actually an exercise that I did here. It's from Van Gogh's First Steps, which is such an endearing painting. It's so touching because you have this poor peasant family, and the guy here, the man, is out there trying, you know, planting seeds for them to eat, and then the wife comes out with the daughter, and she's about to take her first steps, and he doesn't say, "Hey, don't walk across my garden." No, he kneels down and wants her to come over because the family is more important. And it's like when I see stuff like Van Gogh was just a master of emotional painting like that.
Wayne, I think this is the one I saw on the billboard recently. Is that? Did you sneak that in? What's the deal with that one? Huh?
That was it. I think my wife took that picture of me in Croatia. We were in there, and I was at a jazz club drinking a foreign beer with the foreign money, and I'm just sitting there like watching these jazz musicians, you know. And then I just said, okay, I want to put that image together because a lot of the paintings that I do are sort of amalgams of all the places that we travel. My wife and I love to travel. Can't do it now because of COVID, though. And then, you know, the photographs that we take and the scenery that we see and so forth like that. And then you get down in the studio and you put it all together, and then you just throw in like a big hunk of your own imagination on top of it. And then whatever happens, happens.
So Wayne, let's say someone really wants to get into, the art, doing what you're doing, painting. Like, what approach should they take? In about 30 seconds or so. What's their approach? Best approach for that?
Just first of all, do it. Just do it. Just paint. Just go ahead and do it and see what happens. And then just go to a lot of galleries and just get the feel, because there are a lot of them are all different. You know, you just go in and feel, okay, this gallery's high end. This gallery is really, you know, like raw and expressive, and whatever fits your style, you can go with them and bring some pieces in and just see if you can show there, you know, and then take what they say if it's criticism, and then go back and redo your work again. That's all.
Yeah, just keep trying different things, different approaches.
Keep doing it. Yeah, just keep doing it. Because if you love to do it, like if I never sold, if I never showed, I would still paint. I would still just keep painting.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, thank you very much, Wayne, for being our guest today.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a thrill learning how you do your art. And keep going, keep sharing. Hopefully people can comment back with all the links below on YouTube and LinkedIn where people can contact you, where you have, you know, have a schedule of a display.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be glad to entertain anyone if they have an idea for something that they want. I do commissions and.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, keep enjoying those casual conversations, not just with me, with everybody, Wayne. All right.
Yeah, we weren't very casual though with our jackets, but great conversation.
Well, for artists, this is casual. Okay, it's an artist casual. Enjoy your paintings.
Yep.